Why am I here to talk about time banking today? I just want to clear up any misconceptions and to educate people as to what time banking actually is, to the uninitiated. Basically, at its core, time banking is a vehicle of skills exchange within a community, but that is not the most important focus. I'm here today to tell you my story, why I am here, and why it's my passion to help introduce time banking to the community and maybe shift the focus a little bit as to why we think it's important to do. Okay, so I moved to a new town with my young daughter as a single parent approximately 5 years ago. Now, I didn't know anybody in the town, and because I was a single parent, I didn't actually get out much. So there was a situation where I could have felt quite socially isolated. Now, there was a scheme in the local town which was very similar to a time bank, and I got on their website. I became a member. Eventually, I became involved in the coordinating team, and what this did for me was connect me instantly to a community of people where I could pick up the phone, I could talk to them, I could ask for help, um, and I could give help to people, and all of a sudden I had social interaction. So more importantly than setting up a skills exchange, it's more about tackling social inclusion, uh, building social networks and connecting people. And there is many situations where people will find that it's helped with their self-confidence, their self-esteem. It's helped people get back to work who have been unemployed because it helps them get back out into the community. It gives them some experience and possibly even some references and some, entries to fill out their CV. So basically, that's the first thing that I really wanted to say about time banking today, and I hope that makes it a little bit clearer what we are aiming to achieve. So, what is time banking and how does it work? Time banking can fill gaps in our communities that were traditionally filled by extended family and neighbours. So, as you may be able to tell from my voice, I'm actually a blow-in. But what I have heard is that although we still have quite a good sense of community in Ireland, particularly rural Ireland, it has become more fragmented compared to how it has been in recent times. So, what we're trying to do is help pull the community back together, get people interacting with each other. As far as time banking and time credits go, you could have someone come and mow your lawn, you give them a time credit, they could then go and spend that time credit on a massage, a haircut, or maybe a local venue might be offering seats in a theatre or a cinema or something like that. So that's it in a nutshell. It's a great way to get to know people and to help each other out in the community by giving as much or as little as you wish. It's important to understand what time banking is not. So, time banking is not a barter system. The reason for this is everybody's hour is equal. It doesn't matter if you're a solicitor or an accountant or a bartender or a gardener, whatever profession that you have, everyone's hour is equal. And personally, that is one of the things that attracted me to the time banking model. I think it's absolutely lovely. Time banking is not a replacement for services, professional services, that is. You can't expect someone to come and do a plumbing job and do a 5-star job, like a paid plumber. If you want a professional job, go pay someone. This is more about someone coming and doing you a favour, neighbours helping neighbours. So we don't deal with commodities or capital. So this isn't like a let scheme where you can trade goods. This is all about time. There may be situations where someone gives you a spin to the airport that you might be asked to chip in for some fuel money. That would be the exception to the rule. So it's not appropriate to offer services with the intention of reaping paid employment from the interaction. But what we have seen in the past is through people giving their service away on the time bank, that it's actually given them a reputation, and they've found that it's helped them professionally. But you shouldn't go into the situation looking for that to happen, but it is a natural organic effect that some people have found. So here are the 5 core values of time banking. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about them now, but I do want to give you some examples of stories that I've heard personally. We're all assets. Every human being has something to contribute. Now, there's 2 sides to this. Some people we found quite a lot when we are speaking about time banking and looking for, to recruit new members. A lot of people say, I haven't got time. So in response to this, we can say that we understand that people have busy lives, and some people just don't have the time to deviate from their busy lives. But what we can say is there might be someone that is on your route to work or on your route to town that has a problem with their car and they can't get out to do the shopping. So would you be prepared to maybe pick them up on the way, give them a spin, and drop them off on your way home, and that would help them get their groceries in for the week? And also there could be, for example, an old lady who's housebound, who needs a bit of shopping picking up for her. So these are a couple of examples of how people can become involved in time banking without it affecting their busy schedules. The other side of this is a lot of people don't really feel that they have skills to share. One story I heard was an old lady lying in her bed, and she couldn't get out of bed, and she just said, "I can't do anything. I can't even get out of bed." And it turned out that she spoke French, and that was that. She started offering French grinds or help with French tuition on the time bank, and she suddenly found that people were coming around and helping her out with the garden and mowing the lawn, and helping her out in many other ways. So we're all assets. Every human has something to contribute to their local community in one way or another. Social networks. We need each other to reweave communities of support, strength, and trust. So time banking and enhanced social capital. Basically what time banking does, it links people together who would not normally meet, and it spurs activity in the community that wouldn't normally happen. So this is great for social inclusion. There's a lot of people that would normally just be sat at home doing nothing, and if they were to get involved in a time bank, suddenly they would be out meeting people that they would not normally meet. So time banking is a vehicle to help this happen. It's particularly good for people who are cash poor, who are not flush with cash, because they can actually integrate with the community in the way of helping each other. They might not be able to afford to get someone to mow the lawn, and on the time bank, not only will they get someone to come and mow their lawn, but they get to meet a new person that they might be able to sit down and have a cup of tea with or a cup of coffee with. So yeah, it's all really about connecting people and building social networks. Social inclusion is one of the key areas that we're focusing on with our time bank. Um, like we've said before, everyone's equal, everyone's hours equal. Time banking helps with self-respect, self-worth, self-esteem. Um, Everyone's offers are equally valued. All individuals are supported to believe they can deliver supports and are supported to do so. Mental health and well-being is enhanced through this process. We see time banking as a great stepping stone in a number of ways. It gets people out of the house, and it also gets people into other people's houses. Um, this helps tackle depression, loneliness, self-esteem by getting people back into the community. It improves people's social skills and practical skills, and it can be a great stepping stone back to the workplace, including references. It's important to note as well that a lot of jobs that are put out there through word of mouth in the community and aren't always advertised. So becoming involved in a time bank, you might hear of jobs through word of mouth that you wouldn't normally hear of. So what do time banking members do? To give you an idea of the possibilities, here are the kinds of exchanges our time bank members can become involved with: escorting people on errands and appointments, shopping or doing errands for people, doing some simple housework, minor home repairs or gardening, helping out with childcare and babysitting. Vetting will be involved for these roles. Just telephoning people that are lonely and visiting people, letter writing and help with form filling, sharing skills in music, baking, fitness, computers, knitting, gardening, sewing. The list is endless. So, how do new members join our Time Bank? You can sign up online at www.our-timebank.ie. Membership support is available on Skype and over the phone. We really like to touch base with all new members. We can help new members upload profile photos, add bios, and post up any offers and requests. Once this is done, our membership support and our software can help to match our members' needs. So in conclusion, I just wanted to finish by saying that time banking is for everyone, any ability, any background. Let's work towards tackling social inclusion in our communities, connecting people and building social networks. It's about time. Thank you.